How to read the position of the palm. Imagine if you could hold in the palm of your hand everything you want to know about your destiny, love life, and personality. Palm position reading, also known as hand astrology or chiromancy, is a mysterious art practiced around the world. It has its roots in Indian astrology and Romanesque fate prediction, but you can start engaging in this ancient tradition today. Whether you're a novice palm position reader or just looking for fun ways to impress your friends, we've got you covered. Read on to learn about palm position charts and the complete guide on how to interpret palm position lines. 1. Choose a hand. In hand astrology, suppose, for women, the right hand is what you are born with, and the left hand is what you accumulate throughout your life. For men, it's the opposite. The left hand is what you are born with, and the right hand is what you accumulate throughout your life. However, you can also choose whichever hand you feel most strongly to be the hand of the present/past. The hand that is not stronger will be the hand of the future. In this regard, there are many different schools and points of view. Some argue that the left hand displays potential and possible things, not necessarily things that will inevitably happen. And the difference between the hands may imply that the person has or is taking action on their life, changing it. 2. Identify 4 main roads. There may be broken segments or they may be short, but there must be at least 3 of them. 1. Heart road. 2. First line. 3. Life path. 4. The road of fate. Only some people have this. Read the heart line. The heart line indicates emotional stability, love outlook, mood status, and heart health. This line can be read in 2 different directions, from ring finger to thumb or vice versa, depending on the tradition applied. The basic interpretations are as follows. Start under the ring finger. Be happy with love life. More details. Reading the heart line on the palm of your hand is an important part of understanding feelings and relationships. The heart line usually starts at the bottom of the ring finger and runs along the palm of the hand. The heart line can be read in the direction from your ring finger to your thumb or vice versa, depending on the hand astrology tradition you adopt. The heart line plays an important role in signifying emotional stability, whether you tend to be stable and happy in your love life. It can also hint at future love prospects or challenges in relationships. Additionally, heart sugar may be linked to your mood and heart health. As you read the heart line, pay attention to where it begins on the palm of your hand, as this will help you understand more about the affection and love outlook of the person you're reading the hand with. Start under the ring finger. Selfishness in love. When the heart line starts at the bottom of the middle finger, this may imply selfishness in the love relationship. People with this tend to focus on their own personal needs and expectations in the relationship, and may be less interested or not overly sensitive to their partner's needs and feelings. This can lead to conflict and difficulties in the love relationship. Start in the middle position. Easy to fall in love easily. Extra details. When the heart line starts from the middle of the palm, this may imply that the person tends to fall in love easily and quickly. They can easily develop feelings and make loving connections with others, who are usually very affectionate and ready to love. However, this can also make them more sensitive to love relationships and may have difficulty maintaining long-term relationships if they do not carefully consider and manage their feelings. Straight and short. Less interested in romantic love. When the heart line on the palm is straight and short, this may indicate that the person has little interest in romance and love. They may not put love as the main priority in their lives and may focus on other aspects of their lives such as work, career, or personal hobbies. This doesn't necessarily mean they can't love or be in a relationship, but they usually have a lower level of interest in the romantic side of their lives. Touch the lifeline. The heart is vulnerable. Extra details. When the heart line touches the lifeline, this may imply that the person has a vulnerable heart. They may have a heightened sensitivity to emotions, and are more likely to sense pain or loss in love. This can make them more susceptible to events or relationships that don't work out, and may need time to recover from heart damage. Long and bent. Freedom of expression of feelings and feelings. When the heart line on the palm is long and bent, this usually indicates that the person is capable of expressing emotions and feelings freely. They are usually very comfortable expressing and sharing their feelings with others. This can make them caring and warm and often capable of creating strong and enjoyable love relationships. Long unbent heart lines often signify positive social interaction and a willingness to show affection. Straight and parallel to the first line, good emotional control. When the heart line on the palm of the hand is straight and runs parallel to the head line, the horizontal line below the heart line, this usually signifies that the person has good control over their emotions. They are usually able to manage and regulate emotions effectively. This can be a sign of patience and the ability to maintain stability in love and in personal relationships. People with such heart lines often show patience and the ability to keep a cold spirit in emotional situations. Winding, multiple relationships and lovers, lack of the presence of serious relationships. More details, when the heart line on the palm of the hand curves, this usually indicates that the person has many relationships and lovers in their life, but rarely has a serious or long-term relationship. They may experience more short-term love instead of focusing on the long-term relationship. The winding heart line often signifies an adventurous personality and enjoyment of experiencing many different relationships. However, this can also lead to instability in the relationship and a lack of enthusiasm in love. Circles on the heart line, sadness or depressive state. When a circle appears on the heart line on the palm, this usually signifies that the person is likely to experience sadness or depressive states in their lifetime. This circle may represent difficult times or past sadness or may be a sign of a current depressive mood. This can affect the person's emotional and spiritual life, and it often takes attention and support to get through. Broken line, emotional trauma. More details, when the heart line on the palm of the hand is broken, this usually implies that the person may have experienced emotional trauma in their life. This trauma can include difficult experiences, loss, or conflict in a relationship. A broken heart line can signify emotional vulnerability and can affect your ability to build and maintain a love relationship. The person may need support and time to recover and heal from this emotional trauma. Small lines cross the heart line, emotional trauma. Extra details, when small lines appear and cross the heart line on the palm, this usually signifies that the person may have experienced emotional trauma. These lines can represent difficult experiences, conflict, or loss of a relationship. They can be signs of life, love, or events that caused past distress. Examining how these small pathways cross the heart line can help identify specific aspects of emotional trauma and inform support and healing. 2.2 Interpretation of the first line. Dangto represents one's learning style, communicative approach, intellectuality, and desire to learn. Curves involve creativity and self-spontaneity, while straight lines involve practicality and a structured approach. The basic interpretations are as follows. Short line, prefers physical rather than intellectual achievement. Further details, when the headline on the palm is short, this usually signifies that the person has a preference for physical achievement over intellectual achievement. They may have an interest in physical activity and have the ability to freely express themselves through activities such as fitness, sports, or motor work. This may imply that they often feel happier and more confident when achieving in the areas of health and fitness than in the intellectual or knowledge aspects. Bends, inclinations, creativity. More details, when the headline on the palm is bent and tilted, this usually signifies that the person is highly creative. They have the freedom to come up with new ideas and express creativity through how they approach and solve problems. Headbends often involve freedom of thought and a willingness to express ideas by not being bound by rigid structures or rules. This may imply that they have the ability to find creative solutions in difficult situations and often show flexibility in problem solving. Isolation from the path of life, risk, enthusiasm for life. Further details, when the headline is isolated or not in contact with the lifeline, the line running along the palm of the hand, this usually signifies that the person has an adventurous spirit and enthusiasm for life. They have the ability to seek challenges and adventures in life and often show interest and risk in exploring the world. This may imply that they tend to enjoy adventurous activities such as traveling, exploring, or engaging in new experiences. This usually indicates an excited personality about life and a willingness to face new challenges. Winding line, short concentration period. Further details: when the headline on the palm is curved, this usually signifies that the person has a short concentration time. They are likely to lose focus easily and may feel overwhelmed by many different factors at once. This can be a sign of diverse interest and flexibility, but can also make it difficult to maintain long-term focus on a particular task. People with curved heads often need to work on improving their ability to focus and manage their time. Deep, long road, clear and focused thinking. Further details: when the headline on the palm is deep and long, this usually signifies that the person has the ability to think very clearly and focused. They have the ability to focus on a task or a problem in a very efficient way and often show a patient and deliberate personality. Deep and long headlines often signify high theoretical and analytical abilities, helping the person to think carefully and make decisions based on deep thought. This can help them in solving complex problems and achieving maximum concentration in work or study. Straight lines: think realistically. Further details: when the headline on the palm is straight, this usually signifies that the person thinks in a realistic way. They usually have the ability to understand and evaluate situations and information logically and based on reality. This can be a sign of insight and the ability to make decisions based on available data and information. People with straight lines often show a careful personality and the ability to think logically in solving problems and making decisions. Dot or cross in the headline: emotional crisis. Further details: when there is the appearance of dots or crosses in the headline on the palm, this usually signifies that the person may have experienced an emotional crisis in his life. The appearance of this dot or cross may be related to events or experiences that create mental tension or difficulties in emotional relationships. It may imply that the person has gone through an emotionally difficult period or has faced a crisis in their relationship. Considering the appearance of this dot or cross can help understand the emotional challenges the person has experienced. Dang toe is broken, heterogeneous in thinking. More details: when the headline on the palm is broken, this usually signifies that the person may experience heterogeneity in thinking. A broken headline can be a sign of instability in the way they think and make decisions. People with a broken headline may experience altered thinking and heterogeneous thinking in their lives, and this can lead to impatience and difficulty in making homogeneous decisions. Examining the state of the headline can help understand the person's personality and approach thinking and decision-making. Many crosses on the first line: important decisions. Extra details: when multiple crosses appear on the headline on the palm, this usually signifies that the person has faced many important life decisions. These crosses can signify significant events or decisions they have faced and may have significantly influenced their lives and thinking. This may imply that they have had to make many important decisions in their career, in their emotional or personal life. Considering the occurrence of many of these crosses can help to better understand the key challenges and decisions they have faced in the past or present. 2.3 Life Path Assessment. The life path reflects physical health, health generalizations, and major life changes. For example, it can reflect seismic events, physical injuries, and movement. This line starts near the thumb and travels in an arc towards the wrist. Its length is not related to service life. The basic interpretations are as follows: running near the thumb, often tired. Extra details: when the way of life runs near the thumb, this usually signifies that the person often feels tired. The lifeline near the thumb may imply that they tend to feel exhausted or feel tired often. This may be related to poor health, stress, or limited energy. Examining the location of the life path can help understand the expression of emotional fatigue and the need to maintain health and generalize physical health. The way of life bends, energy is abundant. More details: when the path of life bends, this usually signifies that the person has abundant energy. They are likely to feel vibrant and enthusiastic about life. The bent life path may imply that they have sufficient energy to face many challenges and express generalizations about life. This can signify active personalities and interest in life, and they have the energy to engage in a variety of activities. The lifeline is long, deep, abundant health. Extra details: when the life path is long and deep, this usually signifies that the person is in good health. A long and deep life path may imply that they have the energy and strength to face life in general. People with such life paths often have good health and show strong ability to live. This may signify generalizations about their physical health and survival. Short and shallow, controlled by others. Further details: when the life path is short and shallow, this usually signifies that the person is capable of being controlled or influenced by the will of others. Short and shallow lifelines may imply that they can easily be imposed or dependent on the opinions and decisions of others. This can signify a passive personality or be easily influenced by social pressure or others in everyday life. Examining where the life path is located can help understand how they interact with others and how they manage their personal lives. The path of life bends into a half arc, strength and enthusiasm. More details: when the path of life bends into a half arc, this usually signifies that the person has strength and enthusiasm. Such a bent lifeline often implies that they have the energy and strength to face life with strength and passion. This can signify strong character, determination, and the ability to pursue goals with enthusiasm. Examining the shape and drawing of the path of life can help to better understand the person's strength and spirit in life. The line of life is straight and close to the edge of the palm, cautious in romantic relations. More details: when the line of life is straight and near the edge of the palm, this usually signifies that the person has a cautious personality when dealing with romantic relationships. The straight line of life and located near the edge of the palm may imply that they are often deliberate and cautious in building and maintaining romantic relationships. They are likely to have vigilance when approaching love and personal relationships. Examining the location of this life path can help better understand how they approach and evaluate emotional relationships. More life paths, more abundant health. Extra details: when more life paths appear, this usually signifies that the person is in greater health. The appearance of many life paths may imply that they have abundant energy and health, and that they have the ability to live vigorously and passionately. This can signify strong personality and physical strength. Considering the number and shape of the life path can help to better understand the person's health and well-being. Circle on the road of life, hospitalized or injured. Extra details: when a circle appears on the path of life, it usually signifies that the person may have been hospitalized or experienced an injury or trauma to their health. Seeing the circle in this line may imply that there was an important medical event that affected their life and health. Considering the appearance of the circle can help to better understand their health history and important life events. The line of life is broken, sudden changes in lifestyle. Further details: when the way of life is broken, this usually signifies that the person has undergone a sudden and significant change in their life or lifestyle. The appearance of broken lines may imply that they have faced a sudden transformation, which may be related to a change in personal life or surroundings. This can signify a rapid change in life, such as a change in occupation or environment. Looking at the occurrence of broken lines can help better understand sudden changes and their effect on the person's life. 2.4 Read the line of destiny. The path of destiny is also known as the path of destiny. It signifies the degree to which a person's life is affected by external circumstances beyond their control. This line starts at the base of the palm. The basic explanations are as follows. Deep path of destiny, strongly controlled by fate. Further details: when the path of destiny is deep, this usually signifies that the person's life is strongly controlled by fate or external factors. This line may imply that they have less control over their lives and are often shaped by events or situations beyond their control. This can signify a life full of important events and transformations that they face. Examining the depths of the line of destiny can help to better understand how fate affects their lives. Roads are broken and change direction. It is easy to change life due to external pressure. Further details: when the line of destiny is broken or there are changes of direction, this usually signifies that the person is likely to face many changes in life due to pressure from external factors. There can be many transformations in their lives due to the impact of fate or peripheral factors. This may imply that they often have to adapt to new and rapidly changing situations in their lives. Considering the appearance of broken lines and changes in direction can help to better understand how variable their lives are due to external pressure. Beginning to connect with the way of life, the self-created, early development of aspirations. More details: when the way of destiny begins to connect with the way of life, this usually implies that the person is self-made, i.e. they achieve and develop their aspirations independently. They may have built their lives and careers from scratch without relying too much on external factors. This may signify that they had ambitions and aspirations early in life and had shaped and fulfilled them on their own. Examining the appearance of the path of destiny connected to the path of life can help to better understand the person's degree of independence and self-creation. Connect with the middle line of life, signifying a time when the person's interest must be set aside in order to care for others. When the path of destiny connects to the way of life in the middle of the palm, it usually signifies that there was a time in life when the person had to sacrifice a part of their attention and decisions to be attentive to the concerns and needs of others. This may imply that there are trade-offs or alterations in their lives where they have to put the interests of others first. This may involve taking care of your family or facing social or emotional responsibilities. Considering the appearance of the path of destiny connected to the middle way of life can help to better understand the situations and challenges they face regarding caring for others. Start at the root of your thumb and cut through the path of life. Support from family and friends. When the path of destiny starts at the root of the thumb and cuts through the path of life, it usually signifies that the person has received support from family and friends in their life. This may imply that family ties and friendships played an important role in shaping their destiny and life. This support can be both spiritual and material, and has affected their lives. Examining the appearance of the path of destiny starting at the root of the thumb and cutting through the path of life can help to better understand the importance of family and friends in their lives. 3. Reading and understanding of hands and fingers determine the shape of the hand. Each hand shape involves specific elements and personality traits. The length of the palm is measured from the wrist to the bottom of the finger. The basic explanations are as follows. Hands of the ground type: wide, square hands, thick palms and fingers or rough skin, of red or reddish-brown color. The length of the palm is equal to the length of the fingers. Strong values and energy, sometimes stubborn. Practical and responsible, sometimes materialistically open. Work with your hands, comfortable with specific things. Extra details: hands of the ground type usually have wide and square palms and fingers, thick or rough skin, and have a dark color. The length of the palm is equal to the length of the fingers. People with hands of this type often have strong values and energy. They can be sometimes stubborn and have a practical and responsible character. They tend to put materialism and finances first. They like to work by hand and are comfortable dealing with specific things, practical work, and the realization of ideas. Gaseous type hands, square or boxy palms with long fingers and sometimes raised knuckles, low thumbs, and dry skin. The length of the palm is less than the length of the fingers. Friendly, talkative and intelligent. Can be shallow, malevolent and cold. Comfortable with mental and untouchable things. Work differently and in a powerful way. More details: gaseous hands usually have square or boxy palms with long fingers and sometimes raised knuckles, low thumbs, and dry skin. The length of the palm is less than the length of the fingers. People with hands of this type usually like to communicate and are talkative and intelligent. However, they can also become shallow, malevolent and cold. They are comfortable with mental and untouchable things and tend to work in different and powerful ways, often with creative ideas and a dedicated approach. Hands of the water type: palms long, sometimes oval, with long, flexible, conical fingers. The length of the palm is equal to the length of the finger but less than the width in the widest part of the palm. Creative, responsive and empathetic. May be capricious, emotional and restrained. Prefers stillness, has an introverted nature. Do the work quietly and intuitively. Further details: hands of the water type usually have long, sometimes oval palms, with long, flexible, conical fingers. The length of the palm is equal to the length of the finger but less than the width in the widest part of the palm. People with hands of this type often show creativity, acumen and empathy. However, they can also become erratic, emotional and restrained. They are introverted by nature and prefer to work quietly and intuitively, often doing work quietly and naturally. Hands of the fire type: square or boxy palms, red or pink skin, and short fingers. The length of the palm is greater than the length of the fingers. Spontaneous, energetic and optimistic. Sometimes narcissistic, impulsive and lacking feelings. Extroversion. Do the job powerfully and instinctively. further details, fire-type hands usually have square or box-shaped palms, red or pink skin, and short fingers. The length of the palm is greater than the length of the fingers. People with hands of this type often appear spontaneous, energetic and optimistic. However, they can also be narcissistic, impulsive, and lacking feelings. They are extroverted by nature and like to do things vigorously and instinctively, often doing things boldly and intuitively. 4. Look at the hills. It's the soft skin under your finger, on the opposite side of the button joint. To make them clear, bend your hands a little. Which part is the biggest? A high Venus hill, located under the thumb, shows a bias for pleasure, ease of sexual intercourse, and immediate needs to be met. If there are no Venus hills, it indicates that you are less interested in family matters. The hill under the ring finger is called Cupid's hill. If this hill is well developed, it means that you are possessive, self-minded, and greedy. Without it, you may lack confidence. Under the finger of death is Satanic hill. High hills indicate that you are stubborn, cynical and prone to depression. If it is low, it is a sign of superficiality and lack of order. 5. Consider the size of your hands and fingers. Regarding the size of the body, some people claim that small hands often show vivacity and do not drain much before acting. Big hands often belong to people who think and act slowly. Keep in mind that this depends on body size. If you are 2.4 meters tall, you will have larger hands than a 4-year-old. All of them have relative proportions. Moreover, long fingers can be a sign of anxiety. Besides that, they often display elegance, handsomeness and sophistication. Short fingers often appear in people who are impatient, highly sexual and creative. As for long nails, this means you're kind and good at keeping secrets. Short nails mean you are critical and sarcastic. If they are almond-shaped, you are sweet and skillful in communication.